Hello viewers, good morning and welcome to another interesting program on iDEA TV, the newspaper review. I'll be taking a look at what the newspaper briefly has for us today. I still remain Gabriel Matthew Siriki. Alright, let's see what the Guardian is saying for us today. On the front page of the Guardian, we brought to you that despite, that is on page C, it said despite demand, 2.5 million meters may rot away as FG discuss trade blame. Despite demand, 2.5 million meters may rot away as FG discuss trade blame. That is coming on page 6. Then quickly, on page 5, we have Osun. Osun appoints local government officials as Algon function bikers over control. I'll take it again. Osun appoints local government officials as Algon function bikers over control. That is coming on page 5 of the Guardian this morning. Then quickly moving to page 7 of the Guardian, where we have police disperse protesters over demolition of structure in Makoko. Police disperses protesters over demolition of structure in Makoko. Coming in on page 7, still on the Guardian. Then on page 6 of the Guardian, we have Sokoto airstrike reopen. Sovereignty debate as Akpabio Nengi differs. Sokoto airstrike reopen. Sovereignty debate as Akpabio Nengi differs. Coming in on page 6, still on the Guardian this morning. Then quickly on page 5, where we have Sanwo-Olu urges to intervene in Oloja stool dispute. Sanwo-Olu urges to intervene in Oloja stool dispute. That is still coming on the Guardian, the down page, where we have also on page 4, we have TEDCON risk $8.85 million fines over poor telephone service as NCC plans sanction. That is coming on the down page of the Guardian. Then quickly on the front page, where we have on page 3, Senate confirmed tax reform law intact. Senate confirms tax reform law intact. That is coming on page 5, on page 3. Then quickly, still on the up page, where we have Senate to debate Electoral Act amendment. Senate to debate Electoral Act amendment bill today. That is talking about the new Electoral Act amendment that will be discussed in the House today. All right. Quickly moving to still on the page 3, where we have I am still shocked by Yusuf defection to APC, says Kwankwaso. I am still shocked by Yusuf's defections to APC, says Kwankwaso. I mean, that has been the story that has been trending throughout this week about Yusuf decamping to APC, and Kwankwaso is saying that he's in shock. All right, quickly grab most of these headlines from the Guardian and see most of the captivating stories on those pages. Let's quickly move to the Punch. Let's see what the Punch is saying today. On the front page of the Punch, we have outrage over police crackdown on Lagos anti-demolition protesters. Outrage over police crackdown on Lagos anti-demolition protesters. And we have quickly under it, this is still coming as a case of the protests that took place over the demolitions of some buildings in Lagos State. And the people are not happy. They have really come out to express their grievances. And quickly on there, we saw that another story leading there, police tear gas protesters at Lagos Assembly, make arrest. Activists, right group slams police. I mean, this is coming as a case of the protesters. We can see the pictures of the protesters there. I mean, we can see they are not happy, and tear gas are ravaging everywhere around.
The first innovation television in Nigeria and Africa. iDEA TV promotes innovation in Africa to the benefits of society. iDEA TV promotes STEM education in Nigeria and Africa. iDEA TV brings science and innovation to society. iDEA TV
Hi, welcome to IDEA TV, the first innovation television. At IDEA TV, we bring you cutting-edge stories, insights, and shows that redefine innovation across Africa and beyond. Get ready to upgrade your mind. IDEA TV is your go-to destination for the latest trending news, cutting-edge tech, and innovative ideas that shape our future. From technology and innovations, business, health, education, and agriculture, climate solutions, science, and research. Stay ahead of the curve with us at IDEA Television.
Community attack. Gunmen abduct pregnant woman in Ondo. Community attack. Still coming in as a case of insurgency in the country. We also have on page 2, Nigeria earned 55.5 trillion naira from crude oil, says in 2025. Nigeria earned 55.5 trillion naira from crude oil sales in 2025. I mean, those are trending stories on the front page of the Punch this morning. Then quickly, at the up page, on page 25, we have received manager of Nestle and Nikonde interest in OMG. 42 JV secure major win as the appeal court disqualifies Olanipekun Banire as counsel to Nestle. Nikonde in debt cases. So Supreme Court adjourned appeal by Nestle and then Nikonde to May 2026. This is still the case of the Nestle. We have the manager receiving the Nestle interest on OMG 42 JV secure major win. This is most of the training story that has been on the storyline of the Punch. That is coming on page 25. So quickly grab a copy of that to see what the Nestle manager Nikonde is talking on that story there. Then quickly on page 3, we can see the picture of Dezeni there, still talking about the UK trial. It said Dezeni lavished over 4 billion naira in London luxury store. UK prosecutor. Coming from the UK prosecutor there, still talking about Dezeni. Then on the up page, page 9, we have NUPRC open 50 oil blocks for bidding. NUPRC open 50 oil block for bidding. That is all that we have on the front page. Then we can see that on the front page there has been serious protesting in Lagos over demolition by protesters. All right. Quickly moving to the Daily Sun. Let's see what the Daily Sun has for us this morning. On the front page of the Daily Sun, we have hope rises for mandatory election result transmission. Hope rises for mandatory election result transmission, coming in on the page 6 of the Daily Sun this morning, where we also have our Senate begin Electoral Act amendment, hold executive session today. I mean, they are going into executive session today to make the Electoral Act amendment to be held today. All right, then quickly moving down, where we have on page 2, it says federal government okays two new satellites to power $1 trillion economy. Federal government okays 2 new satellites to power $1 trillion economy. Then we have under it says 900,000 kilometer fiber optic project, 60% ready. Then on page 6, where we also have Obi fires Tinubu over increment power failure, says no second term for him. Obi fires Tinubu over I'll take it again. Obi fires Tinubu over incessant power failure, says no second term for him. I mean, this is coming in on the front page, still on the Daily Sun about Obi. All right, quickly about Obi to Tinubu about the power failure. So quickly grab a copy of that to see what Obi is trying to explain there. Then on page 27, we also have Erdogan's eyes $5 billion trade volume with Nigeria as Tinubu seals 9 key deal in Ankara. I'll take it again. Erdogan $5 million trade volume with Nigeria as Tinubu seals 9 key deals in Ankara. Then on page 26, still on the Daily Sun this morning, where we have Akpabio. It says Akpabio dismisses claim of tax law alteration directs distribution to all senators. Akpabio dismisses claims to tax law alteration directs distribution to all senators. coming in on page 26 of Daily Sun this morning. Then quickly moving to the up page on page 25, it says Kalu Schreiber Group, Chinese firm signs agreement on energy system development. Kalu Schreiber Group, Chinese firm signs agreement on energy system development. This is still coming on the front page of the Daily Sun this morning. Then where we also have the Daily Sun Award coming in on page 6. It says Anik Bogo on Wanigbe upbeat about the Sun's award. Anik Bogo on Wanigbe upbeat about the Sun's award. That is still coming on the front page of the Daily Sun. And the captivating and trending story there is the hope rises for mandatory election result transmission. Hope rises for mandatory election result transmission. We also have, as Senate begin Electoral Act amendment, hold executive session today. I mean, these are most of the trending stories still on the Punch today that we have. Then let's quickly move to the New Telegraph and see what the New Telegraph, the trending story there. We have on the front page, U.S. airstrike. Security isn't something we discuss in open market, says Akpabio. U.S. airstrike. Security isn't something we discuss in open market, says Akpabio. I mean, Akpabio's thoughts on this, I believe security is no longer a hidden something, and it's talked about in open. It can be talked about anywhere. I mean, Akpabio coming to say his own view here that it's not something they talk about in the open. I mean, everything is already on the open. So anyway, quickly grab the page on what Akpabio is saying regarding security. That is not something discussed in the open market. All right, quickly going to see on the front page where we have Senate opts for closed door session as Nengi queries alleged NASS exclusion. Tinubu, Nigeria security aligns with U.S. focus on fight against terrorism. Then we also have on page 27, Senate, see on the front page, Senate considered community's report on electoral bill today as electronic transmission top recommendation. All right, that is still on just close to the main front page where U.S. airstrike security isn't something we discuss in the open market, says by Akpabio. Then quickly moving to page 2 on the up page where we have Ori. We have the picture of Kalu there. It says Ochi Kalu partners GCL groups on strategic lithium resources deviant. All right. It's Ojis Okalo partners GCL groups on strategic lithium resources. Then on page 4, where we have Oloyede picture there, we have JAM. Varsity students can write UTME warns against non-disclosure. JAM. Varsity students can write UTME warns against non-disclosure. This is still coming the case of education JAM varsities that have been warning against non-disclosure of UTME. All right, quickly grab a copy of that to see what Oloyede is explaining regarding that aspect of education. Then quickly moving to page still on the front page where we have stay at home. Soludo threatens revocation of shops and others. Stay at home. Soludo threatens revocation of shops and others. Governor orders are unrealistic. Governor's order unrealistic, says by a lawyer, coming in from a lawyer there, that the governor's order was unrealistic. I mean, we know what is going on in that state about the sit at home, and Governor Soludo on his input on that also. And the people are not happy. Some of them came out for protest and the rest. So quickly grab a copy of that to see what is trending on that story there. Then on page 2 and 6, where we have Ojara, it says, Bandrum Guru Otumba Adekunle Ojara dies at 93. Tinubu Obasanjo's orders mourn. We can see the picture of Ojara there. He's late, and he died at the age of 93. And we can see the president not being happy, and Obasanjo as they mourn Otumba Adekunle Ojara. So quickly grab a copy of that and read more on stories there. All right, on page 4, coming down on the New Telegraph, we have NLC, TUC, reject court order, insists FCT workers strike continue. Say ruling one-sided. say ruling is one-sided. It say NLC, TUC rejects court order, insist FCT worker strikes continue. Still commenting on the case of the strike that has been taking place in Abuja, right? Since throughout this week, it has been trending. All right, and I think last week, it started from last week, and the story is still on the front page of the New Telegraph. All right, another story here on page 2, we have a telecom fraud. Police nab suspect over alleged 7.7 billion airtime diversion, says by FHQ. 400 laptops, 1,000 phones, orders recovered. I mean, this is a case of telecom fraud, and police are nabbing alleged suspects, as in of airtime diversion of 7.7 billion airtime diversion. I mean, that is such a huge one. Then coming in on page 9 and 11, we also have 2027 article Obi and the number that can't be ignored. 2027 article Obi and the numbers that can't be ignored. Then quickly moving to page 30, where we have long-term alcoholic use raises colon cancer risk, says by study. It's coming on the health story. It's a long-term alcoholic use raises colon cancer risk. Coming on page 30 of the New Telegraph. All right, let's quickly, let's check the up page and see what the up page is saying. On page 25, you say federal government, World Bank, NGF collaborate on healthcare reform. Then we also have received manager of Nestle and Nekonde interest in OML 42 JV secure major win as the appeal court disqualify Olanipekun Banire as counsel to Nestle Nekonde in debt cases. All right, let's quickly go on a quick break. When we come back, we'll continue with the Tribune. And when we come back, we'll see what the Tribune has for us. Please stay tuned. Don't go anywhere.
Number 6, 6G networks and beyond. 5G is still rolling out worldwide, but work on 6G is already in motion. South Korea, Japan, and Finland are leading trials, with commercial deployment expected around 2030. 6G aims
stability. Then we also have more than 6 stability. Then we also have more than 676.6 billion spent on alternate energy cost in high 2025 manufacture. Then on page 20, still on the Tribune, we have police. Police tear gas anti-demolition protesters at Lagos Assembly Complex. Police tear gas anti-demolition protesters at Lagos Assembly Complex. Then on page 20, oil-rich community reps seeks federal government intervention over rift between Ondo and Ogun. That is coming on page 20 of the Tribune. Then still on the page 20, on the front page, where we have sit at home. Soludo vows clamp down on more marketers. On more markets. Sit at home. Soludo vows clamp down on more markets. Then quickly on page 16, where we have insecurity. 2 Kwara local governments declares 24 hours curfew. Security, 2 Kwara local governments declare 24 hours curfew. Then we also have on the front page, on page 5, it said Naira threatens to record $1.400 US dollar at official market. Then we also have on page 4 still, Adekunle Ojara dies at 93. Adekunle Ojara dies at 93. Then on the up page of the Tribune, before we go to the last paper for the day, where we have on page 2, Osun local government crisis. Tinubu should call Oyetola to order, says by Adeleke. Osun local government crisis. Tinubu should call Oyetola to order, says by Adeleke. We also have says court sacks APC chairman, lack mandates to stay on its council. Then on page 28 on the Tribune, we also have police arrest 6 suspects over 7.75 billion telecom fraud. Police arrest six suspects over 7.75 billion telecom fraud. Then still on there, we have recovered 2 residential houses in Kano, 2 mini plazas, 400 laptops, 1,000 mobile phone. I mean, all right, on page 24, still on the up page of the Tribune, where we have APC governors meet NWC. APC governor meets NWC. Then we also have endorses timetable for convention, comment ongoing e-membership. Endorses timetable for convention, comment ongoing e-membership. I mean, these are most of the trending stories in the Tribune, where we see that on the front page of the Tribune. What is really trending there is man laments energy costs as Peter Obi knocks Tinubu over electricity stability. All right, let's quickly move to the last paper of the day. Let's see what the paper is saying. On Daily Trust, on the front page of the Daily Trust, we have electoral bill delay fueled, uncertainty ahead 2027. Electoral bill delay fuels, uncertainty ahead 2027. Then on the front page, on page 23, on the up page, we have FCTA strike, patients stranded as health facility shut down. FCTA strike, patients stranded as health facility shut down. I mean, that is coming on the news of health. All right, about a woman about a patient that is stranded, and because of the health facility shut down. I mean, the case of power failure there. All right, let's quickly go to page 6 and see what is trending there. It's a 2G group capture bandits, leaders who negotiated peace deal. 2G group captures bandits, leaders who negotiated peace deal. Coming on the case of insurgency there. So quickly grab the paper on that and see what they have for you there. Then on the last page, or still on the old page of the Daily Trust, we have Governor Yusuf will be defeated in APC, says by Kwankwaso. Governor Yusuf will be defeated in APC, says by Kwankwaso. Then quickly on the down page, on page 30, still on the Daily Trust this morning, where we have, it says on page 30, Boko Haram kills armed commander, 7 soldiers in Borno. Boko Haram kills army commander, 7 soldiers in Borno. I mean, this has been the trending story that has been on the front page this morning in the case of insurgency and insecurity in Nigeria. I mean, the capture of the kills of 7 soldiers. I mean, these are people that have put their life on the line, and I believe the government are still trying to do their best to make sure that insecurity is curved, is the major aim to make sure that these guys are flushed out. So let's keep praying for our military as they lay their life on the line for us, and also individuals. Let's do our own possible best to make sure we work with the forces so that we can cure out this menace from the land. All right, on page 21, still on the down page of the Daily Trust, the last paper we have for today, we have we won't recognize election conducted by amputant, says by Sharia Council. We won't recognize election conducted by amputant, says by Sharia Council. Then on page 23, we have new tax regime fundamentally flaws, says by Ndume. New tax regime fundamentally flawed, says by Ndume. Then on page 10, the last story we have there, we have Atiku toying with democratic sabotage, says by the presidency. Atiku toying with democratic sabotage, says by the president. I mean, these are most of the trending stories that were brought across your way this morning on IDEA TV, ranging from the guidance, where the major story there on the guidance, we have, despite demand, 2.5 billion meters be rot away as federal government discuss trade blame, coming on the front page of the guidance. Then on the Punch, the story on the Punch, where we have outrage over police crackdown on Lagos anti-demolition protesters. Then quickly on the Daily Sun, where we have hope rises for mandatory election result transmission. Hope rises for mandatory election result transmission, coming in on the front page of the Daily Sun. Then quickly on the New Telegraph, what is trending there, we saw that US airstrike. Security isn't something we discuss in the open market, says by Akpabio. US airstrike, relating to the US airstrike, Akpabio saying that security isn't something we discuss in the open, but it's not something we discuss in the open market, says by Akpabio. Then quickly, we move to the last paper, where we have the last paper, the Tribune, And the trending stories there is man laments energy costs as Peter Obi knocks Tinubu over electricity stability. All right, these are most of the trending story that were brought to you today on iDEA TV, and we really endeavor you guys to make sure you pick the paper and look at most of the trending, the one that captivated more and the one you want to digest more. All right, I still remain Gabriel Matthew Seriki. And not forgetting that our IDEA Persons of Interest, the 3rd edition, is already out on iDEA TV, where we showcase the pioneers and great inventions and great people that have been active in their various endeavors. All right, make sure you grab the new 3rd edition. It's already out. All right. We call it a wrap for the day. Stay tuned for more news and more updates on iDEA TV. Thank you for your time.